Welcome to my series of explaining an accounting system using Excel. This video is a continuation of the previous one, so please make sure you have watched it before proceeding with this one. In this video we will continue automate the credit and debit in the journal entry and get the running and ending balance in the chart of accounts sheet, so please stay with me. Let's get started. Here I want Excel to alert me if the debit is not equal to the credit. For it must be the sum of column B which contains the amounts equals to 0. And I will use conditional formatting to make column B color to be red if the debit is not equal to the credit. I can type in any cell. Equals. Sum. Column B with absolute reference. I will use this formula in conditional formatting. Highlight the formula and cut it, using Ctrl and X. Select column B. On the Home tab, click Conditional Formatting. New rule. Select Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Paste the formula in the box using Ctrl and V. Then type doesn't equal to 0. Click Format and choose any color for the fill. Click OK to save the rule. Now if I type any number, the column will be red. If I type the negative number to turn the sum to 0, the column turns to white. Let me delete these unwanted cells. Now I want to fill debit and credit automatically with dynamic range. Let me use offset function to make dynamic range depending on the count of amount column. Equals. Offset. B2 with absolute reference. No columns and no rows needed. The height will be dynamic with count A function. It will be for B column. To get the correct number, subtract 1 from count A function. I will use this function for debit and credit. For that, fill series to the right. Now I need a function to separate negative numbers for debit and positive number for credit. I need a function that for if the value of amount is negative, it will be debit, and if it is positive, it will be credit. Highlight the formula in E2 without equal sign and cut it. Type if. Paste the formula. If my formula is less than 0. If true, I need the negative number of my formula to make the negative numbers be positive in the debit field. Type comma for true result. Type minus, then paste the formula. Type comma for false result, then simply type 0. Press Enter key. I will do the opposite for credit. Cut the formula. If. Paste the formula. If my formula is greater than 0. If true, paste the formula. If false, type 0. Press Enter key. Now I got debit and credit amounts dynamically. If I type any number in the amount, it will affect debit and credit. Erase these amounts. Now I need the running balance and the ending balance in the chart of accounts worksheet. Let me type here running balance. I suspect that I spelled the word running incorrectly. To correct spelling errors in Excel, you can use the spelling feature on the Review tab. It will suggest corrections for any misspelled words in your worksheet. Press Change or Change All. To get running balance, I can use SUMIF or SUMIFs function. I prefer the SUMIFs function. But before that, I need dynamic range depending on accounts count in this sheet. To do that, use offset function. The reference I need is A2. No rows and no columns needed. The height as usual is count A function. Count A column A -1. To use SUMIFs function, cut offset formula. SUMIFs. Sum range is column B in Journal Entries worksheet. The first and the one criteria range is column C in Journal Entries worksheet. The first criteria is the offset function, so simply paste it. To get my old formatting in this column, use Format Painter. Select column B. Press Format Painter in the Home tab. Select column G. Now I need the ending balance for each account dynamically. It's the opening balance plus the running balance. Type in H1, ending balance. To get dynamic range of opening balance, I will use offset function. The reference here is B2. No rows and no columns needed. The height depends on column A count. As usual, use count A function. Column A is the value I need. Don't forget to subtract 1 from count A function. Here I get a dynamic range of opening balance. The ending balance is already dynamic. To sum the running and opening balances, simply type plus sign after the formula. Then highlight the dynamic range G2 hashtag. Don't forget to use Format Painter to get the same formatting of column G. That's all for today. In the next video, I will review with you the trial balance worksheet. Remember that the members of this channel have early access to this series and other exclusive benefits. I hope to see you soon in the next video.